Okay, guys, welcome to a Monday night Grubb Cast. Got a good guest going to come on tonight. He's in backstage right now, so I'm going to go ahead and run through the sponsorship real quick and then get him right on. So, right off the bat, Fish Sticks Rods. 2 weeks from now, come up to Columbus at the Fishing Expo. Check out the Fish Sticks Rods. You can get one in your hand and buy one. You won't regret it. Hook and Donkeys. I'll be giving away a package of Hook and Donkeys tonight. It is going to be the peanut butter and jelly bug, 4-inch bug. That'll be for the trivia question tonight. Sanborn Builders, Ace Hardware, Hobbs Roofing, Pizza Stop, Southern Ohio Sanitation, and Williams & Son Construction. You guys, any of them guys, tell them that you heard their name on my show. So, well, with that being said, guys, I don't want him sitting around waiting. He's an important man. So I'm going to bring on the owner of National Fishing Expo, Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Tony. How are you?
All right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be on the show.
I'm glad that you was willing to come on tonight.
No problem.
Tell the guys a little bit of what's going on with the expo.
Well, this is kind of going to be a fun year for us. It's our 10-year anniversary, and it's amazing how fast it's gone by. And we've had hundreds of vendors over the years, and we've got a lot of great vendors that started with us 10 years ago, like Fulks Custom Crankbaits. There's a huge list of vendors that have supported us. Our fans have supported us, and we really appreciate that. This year, we're bringing in Mike Iaconelli. He's our headline speaker, and Mike started the show 10 years ago and probably was one of the main reasons the show has been so successful from day one.
Cool. You want to touch base on some of the speakers you got?
Yeah, we've got great speakers. We've got Fred Rubanis is also coming. We've got great crappie speakers. So this year we've added an extra stage. So we will be running 3 side stages, the hog trough stage, and we've actually leased out a second hog trough. And this is new this year for the 10-year anniversary. We're having a second hog trough, and it's going to be vendors that are going to be showcasing their baits. They're going to get up there for 15 minutes, maybe a half hour, depending on how many guys sign up. And so basically, we're going to be running pretty much 5 seminars on the hour for 3 days straight. The best way to find out about the speakers and their times is just go to the website, nationalfishingexpos.com. The speaker list is there, and we've got the best ones in the country.
Yeah, cool. So Mike Iaconelli will be there.
Yep. Mike's cool. Mike's our headliner. Mike Quinlan from Indiana is going to be there. We sponsor Mike on the NPFL tour. This year he won 4. He cashed in 4 out of 6 events and qualified for the national championship. So we're really proud of Mike.
Cool. You want to tell the hours?
Yep. So the show is going to open on February the 7th at noon, and it'll run till 7 p.m. on Friday. And then it's going to open up at 10 a.m. on Saturday. It's going to go till 6 p.m. And then Sunday opens at 10 a.m. and it'll run till 3 p.m. But something that we're doing new this year is we have a VIP ticket, and that's going to allow everyone that gets a purchase a VIP ticket for either Friday or Saturday. They get into the show. It doesn't cost anything for them to get it, but they can come 1 hour early before all the big lines happen. They're going to get a Bird Dog rod, which Mike Quinlan, who we sponsor, it's his rod line. Brody Campbell, and I think you know Brody, won the Toyota Series just last week using the Bird Dog rod. So everybody's going to get a Bird Dog rod. They're going to get a National Fishing Expo hat, a T-shirt, a lunch. Ike and Ellie will be in the VIP booth, so a meet and greet for 1 hour, more personal. But everybody that comes to the show, you see Mike or any of the speakers walking around, feel free to stop them. That's why I bring them in. I pay them. They're here to entertain. They're here to engage. You can ask them any question you want. They're all great with the kids. So, get autographs, and we're going to make this the best year ever. Speaking about kids, we've got the trout pond again. We'll have minnow races. All kids 12 and under, or 2 kids 12 and under, get in with each adult ticket. Adult ticket is $15. The VIP ticket is $200. However, you're getting about $300 worth of product, and then the people at the party will also have a chance to win a free fishing trip with Mike Quinlan, and then they also will have a chance to win a free fishing day at the Briarwood Sporting Club, which is in Mansfield. Has like 6 lakes. They stock it. It's going to be a phenomenal fishing day. So, those are some of the new things that we have. I think tomorrow we're going to announce another an early bird ticket for like $35. Regular general admission's $15, but I think we're going to do a $35 ticket, which is going to get people in at 1 hour early. And they're going to get a hat or a T-shirt.
Now is that an hour early for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yeah, no, just Friday and Saturday. That's the only 2 days we're doing the VIP. Now, Sunday, there's really not a reason to have an early bird ticket for Sunday, only because it's slower. We all know Sundays are always slower at the shows, so no one has to rush. But Friday and Saturday, to get there, to get in the park, to not have to stand in line, there's going to be a separate entrance to the VIP, so they're not going to be in line with the general public, and they're going to come in the northeast corner of the building. They're going to check in. Like I said, it's going to be a roped off party area where they can kind of come in, get away from the crowd, sit down and eat, and just kind of mingle and have a great time. So we're excited about the VIP party. It might take a year or two for it to take off, but I think once people see the value, what they actually get, and that's all on the website also, they can read everything that they're going to get.
Okay. And that means the vendors will need to be there an hour early for sure.
Yeah, this year, yeah. And most of the vendors pretty much get to the show, a half hour early because they have to beat the traffic on Friday and Saturday. Yeah. So for them being there, they're there already. I mean, and they'll want to be there. And as this VIP ticket and the early, gets there, it's first year. We'll see how it goes. I think everyone's going to enjoy it though.
Okay. I'll make sure that I'm sure Dale knows about it, but I'll let him know
when we send out emails to everybody, but you know how emails go. None of us ever read our emails. Let Dale. I'm looking forward to. Oh, I almost fell off my chair. That makes for good entertainment right there. Dale. Dale Fish Sticks. I think Dale might be one of the companies too that's been with me for. If he hasn't been here all 10 years, he's been here for at least the last 7 or 8 or 9 and maybe 10. He's been there. Wow. He's been at the show for a long time. He's the company. I mean, the rods are first, the quality, the customer service. Dale's a top-notch guy, and I would highly recommend, everybody, stopping by the Fish Sticks booth and talk to Dale, and he'll tell you everything, how they build them. I mean, that's what's fascinating, the amount of time. Then I think did they bring out even maybe a lower price model or an entry level, or is it all custom made still?
It's all still custom made.
All still custom made. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he did. He had talked about possibly maybe bringing in maybe another line just to be more cost effective as far as being at the show. But you're paying for value. You're paying for quality. Yeah. We've got great deals where guys can buy get one free, but they're just not the same rod.
Well, what I like about them is
you fished them. You've been fishing them for what, since I've known you, probably.
Yeah, well, probably that's what I was saying. I've been with Dale for 6, if not 7 years, and I come up and met him a year before that at the expo show.
At the expo, yeah.
Yep, that's where I met him at for the first time. the thing with the rods is they're made by, 2 people, 3 people. So it ain't going through a factory and stuff. I mean, they physically are looking at them and building them right there, on hands. And that's what, they changed that blank for the Wicked series, and it is by far none very sensitive and lightweight, and just I've said it all I can say about them. They're amazing.
They're just a great rod. Yeah.
Yep.
No, and I appreciate Dale and his wife and coming every year, and you're always there too. And it's going to be a great show. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I think most people have either heard about, we were the Columbus Fishing Expo. We still are the Columbus Fishing Expo, but now we switched the name because we wanted to grow to other cities, which we do plan on growing. We tried right after COVID. It wasn't probably the best business decision. It just wasn't a good time for anybody's businesses. So we did not do Cincinnati this year. Last year, the Bass Pro opened up the week before. They had all the pros there. A lot of people went there, and it really kind of hurt us. And we just said, you know what? We're going to go back to Columbus, make it. It is one of the best shows. If I don't want to brag or whatever, but there's more tackle at this show than probably any other show in the Midwest, maybe the country. There's some great shows around. Don't get me wrong. East Tennessee is a great show. They've got some good shows in New York and in Raleigh, but I'll put our show up as the full package of the talent of speakers and the amount of tackle and the great deals. We've got buyout, closeout guys. So if you're the type of person that loves to save money, which I love to save money, and I think last year the guys from Tennessee, they had, TRD hooks. They had the turd hooks for like $1 a pack. I mean, you just can't find deals like that. And so if you go into those, you just got to dig around and look. And I love going there. You'll find old crankbaits that have been discontinued, but that were some of the best crankbaits out there, spinner baits. So the show has everything that somebody who likes to fish is going to want to do.
Yeah. And I can remember, and now this is going back because I'm 56 years old. I can remember as a kid, and back then it was the fishing and boat show.
Right.
They had 2 different buildings. You walk through a tent to get over to the other building where boats was. Because when I'd catch a trout out of the trout pond and they put it in the water, I'd stick it out underneath the tent outside and leave it there while we was spending the day, and then come and get it later.
Well, so that it's back. So back in the day, they'd let you keep the trout.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
If you caught the trout,
I don't think I didn't attend the shows when I was that young where I could have fished, and I did it more. Went to the shows when the Bass Club, we used to raffle off the boat. That was the original fishing show in Columbus. It was more of a boat show, tackle show type of deal, and it was the Dispatch show for a lot of years, and then it got sold and transferred, and the gentleman who bought it, it just didn't work well. And then that's about 10 years ago. I said, we need a good fishing show. And it was just perfect timing to come in 100% fishing. We don't have camping. We don't have hunting, because the Sportsman show, everybody that comes, they always say, well, there wasn't enough hunting, or there wasn't enough fishing. There was too much camping. So you don't satisfy. Our show is about fishing and 100% fishing. And so everybody that comes, I think, is really going to enjoy it.
And you've got several boat vendors are going to be there too, right?
That's right. Yeah, we've got every major brand of bass boats. The guys will bring in their pontoons. So if you're looking for a pleasure boat, they're not going to have their ski boats, but they will have fiberglass boats. They're going to have pontoons there, and then we have probably the last 3 years the kayak fishing and the kayak. We have a kayak contest back there that Raccoon Creek Outfitter sponsors, and they provide a kayak to give away, and that's to everybody who attends. So that's something we haven't talked about. If people go to the website, we've got 6 giveaways this year. We're giving away a Miller Tech lithium battery package on Friday. So you have to be there Friday to win. You don't have to be present to win, but you have to be there on Friday to win that. Saturday, we're giving away like a $4,100 kayak from Raccoon Creek, and it's going to be completely decked out. And then if you're a kayak fisherman, all the tournament trails, you can go in there, you can talk to them. But there'll be a concept test where maybe 8 to 12 guys will bring in their fully rigged tournament kayaks, and you can get the vote on it. And so if you're new to the kayak fishing, you got to come. I'm sure you'll see Ike and Ellie hanging back there if he's not in the VIP booth. Ike is a huge kayak guy now, and I'm sure if you don't see him that's where he's going to be hanging out.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
No, it is good. And, I got to plug, I don't want to be a salesperson, but, of course, Miller Tech Batteries came on board. They've been just a tremendous, have given us the ability to bring in these big time speakers. And next year, he just signed on with Kevin Van Dam and Zona. And so I watch out for next year. There's a very good chance that we'll be having them come. And then they also, I'm not a NASCAR guy, and I might say the guy's name wrong, but Noah, is it Gregston or Gregston? I apologize, but he's a NASCAR driver, and Miller Tech is sponsoring 3 of his races. And so I kind of put it into Lester's head about, let's try to get him at the show with maybe a shell of the car. And that'd be pretty cool to have a NASCAR in the building.
Yeah, that would be. So, okay, well, it's not this next weekend, the following weekend, the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
That's correct.
At the Columbus Fairgrounds.
Yep, it's at the Ohio Expo Center. Oh, here's one thing I do want to mention. So if you Google Maps, to get directions to come to the show, it's going to show you that 17th Avenue is closed. 17th Avenue is not closed. They just close it to coming from the west. And so once they do that, and they close it because they want to route the traffic. But there is a lot of construction on the fairgrounds. They are putting, I think, $60 million or $600 million. I can't remember. And they want it all done by this summer's fair. So you're going to have a lot of construction. You just got to follow the traffic signs. You'll get parked fine. And just be patient. But it is open. You'll come in on 17th. You'll just follow the signs in the traffic flow. And they're going to take credit card and cash at the gate. So that's about it. I mean, I think, like I said, everything's on. You can either go to the Facebook page, like we're posting every day, like our Facebook page, National Fishing Expos Columbus, or check out the website, nationalfishingexpos.com.
Okay. Well,
Wizen and Chris.
Well, yeah, it's always something going on, isn't it, Tony?
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Well, hopefully I'll see you this summer. I'm going to try to fish a few more tournaments. I didn't fish much last year, but I'm going to fish one of the regional BASS Federation deals and some BFLs. So I'm sure I'll see you around this summer somewhere.
Oh, you're definitely in the BFLs. I'm fishing all 5 of the BFLs in the Buckeye division.
Okay.
So
have you ever fished the Michigan division at all?
No. I don't think I can compete against them guys up there.
Yeah.
If you ain't got 20 pounds, you don't even stick around.
Right.
You're not going to get.
No, you're right.
Get close to it. And
I was thinking about doing it as a co-angler, just to fun. You show up with your rod and reel. You don't have to practice. You got no gas money in the boat, and go fish, and then you learn how to catch them. And so I might be doing that. I haven't decided yet, but I'm definitely going to be fishing more, and then we're going to travel to watch Mike. So that's the other thing. Make sure you go like Mike Quinlan or Mike Quinlan Fishing on his Facebook page. We're going to be live streaming. We tried it last year. The NPFL will allow us to live stream, and that'll go on the National Fishing Expos page. So like our page, and we're going to put I think I'm going to get the Starlink internet. I'm going to put it on, mount it on his boat so we have good coverage. And you'll be able to watch him and what he does and his techniques all throughout the day. So I encourage everybody to stop by and meet Mike. He'll be in his Bird Dog Rods booth. He'll be in the Miller Tech booth. Get to know him. Great guy. And like I said, all of our speakers, they're just great people, and they've been they're one of the reasons also the show's been so successful.
Well, just a little bit on that co-angler. One year for the TBF up there, we had the semi-nationals. The weekend before, they had a BFL. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna be up there, so I'm gonna fish as a co-angler. So I got in as a co-angler as the BFL, but the guy took me to every spot that I already knew. And when we went to Canada waters and TBF, we can't fish Canada waters. So
right.
My little game plan didn't work out, but it was fun. I got to meet a new guy. We had fun. And, I did learn a little bit of stuff from him. And that's
Sure.
the thing, you never stop learning with these
100%. 100%. I learned a lot from my co-anglers. And a lot of my co-anglers in BFL events have either won or caught the big bass. I really try to help them, and I don't backboat them. It gets frustrating sometimes because I'm too easy. And I think it was I caught the big bass one year over at Lake St. Mary's, and I was just throwing a spinnerbait pretty quickly down the bank. And when one would flare up on the spinnerbait, I didn't stop and pick up and flip something on it. I told my co-angler, hey, one flared here, flip right there. He'd flip right there, boom, he'd catch it. And he caught his limit before I did. Maybe that's not too wise of a, but you know what? I don't want people leaving my boat and saying, hey, this guy was a jerk, because it'll affect my business.
Absolutely. 100%. Your name can get ruined real quick.
Yeah, no, you got to always be careful in this business and stay out of the media stuff. And, we just try to, and if we're wrong, we admit it. If we do something like make a mistake, all you can do is say, hey, we screwed up here, but we're going to make it right. And that's what we always do. And that's how my wife and I have always treated our business. And I think I think if you talk to the vendors, they enjoy working with us and coming to Columbus. And that's the other thing too, is anybody watching the show, we had a couple people due to illness, had to pull out of the show this week. So I've got maybe 3 to 5 10x10 spaces. And if you're a small handcrafted lure maker in Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, give me a call. I'd love to have you. That's how Nick Fulk started 10 years ago. I saw his baits. I said, Nick, you got to come to this show. He's like, well, he was 17 years old. He goes, I don't have the money to do it. I said, just come up and sell. And he did. And now he kills it. So really encourage the small business owners to give me a call. I'll try to do whatever I can to help them out the first year. Because I think it's important. If we don't help each other, and we don't get kids in the sport of fishing, that was my number one thing when I started the show is, and we've probably over 10 years, I guess we probably averaged 2,500 to 3,000 kids a year. So 30, 40,000 kids have gone through for free. And I'm waiting for the day. I might die before it happens, but I'm waiting for the day when a guy comes up and says, hey, my dad brought me to your show. When I was a kid. So, but I might not make it that long.
Oh yeah, you will.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So,
okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on. And anything else you want to touch with real quick?
No, I think we pretty much. I'm sure I forgot something, but it is what it is. It's a big show, a lot of people, but I just enjoy. If anybody sees me walking around, they need help or want to know where a certain company is, just stop me. I'm always walking around somewhere.
Yep. Well, I'll see you several times because I'll be there the whole weekend. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Sounds good, Tony.
Okay, Dave. Well, I appreciate you taking out the time to come on, and I will see you up there.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. That was National Fishing Expo. Dave, I always mess his last name up, so I'm not even going to try to do it. But super great guy. He does run a really good show. last year we had record sales and fish sticks rods there. So hopefully this year we can top that and do even better. So I'm looking really forward to it. It'll be the following weekend, March or February 7th, 8th, and 9th. And like I said there earlier, I will be there all 3 days. Looking forward to it. I really enjoy hanging out with the Fish Sticks team. We have a good time. Also, too, just another little hit that I hang out with them too is Speed Spool. Stop up and get you some bearings for Speed Spool. Actually, I got a set sitting right here on the desk right now. It changes your reels completely. You put them babies in there, and it makes it a whole different reel. You'll cast another 40 yards further with Speed Spool bearings. Okay, let's go ahead and do the trivia question. Still got quite a few people on here. I appreciate you guys coming on and watching Dave and listening to Dave. And, I'm excited that Ike and Ellie's going to be there. So we'll get to be able to do that. So we'll do the trivia question, then I'll touch on what's going on this weekend with us. Trivia question. Okay. How many Bassmaster Elite Angler of the Years did Aaron Martens have? How many Angler of the Years did Aaron Martin have? And actually, give me the dates, the years. I want to know how many years and the years that Aaron Martens won Angler of the Year in the Elites. No, Phil, that's not right. You also need the years. I need dates. I need years. Everybody's on Google. You make sure over here on Facebook. John Welch. John Welch wins it. 2005, 2013, and 2015. He even added 11 wins. John, you win the baits. And I've got your address still because you've sent it to me before. And then you sent it to me today when you signed up for the TBF Federation. So I will get these in the mail. What, Dean? Google too slow for you tonight? Guys, I've had a bunch of people on here tonight. There's my granddaughter. She's on here. Tracy from Maryland popped in and said, hey. Carol Butcher, Dean Barnhart, Phil Carver, John Evener. Boy, I ain't seen John forever. Rusty Kaiser, Travis Six, Jackson Wolf, Robert Nestor. Everybody knows him as Nestor, not Robert. So, guys, we had a really good bunch of people on here tonight. I appreciate that. John Welch wins the baits. Yep. Guys, this weekend, Friday evening we'll have a board meeting up in Columbus for the Federation. But Saturday, I believe doors open at 9 o'clock, and it's at Delaware Gun Club. I'll get you the address here in just a second. It is the Bass TBF Federation Open Meeting. The address is 1110 Ohio 229 Ashley, Ohio, Delaware Gun Club. Guys, at 9 o'clock, the doors will open. It's going to be a really good time. I'll tell you here, guys, you need to come up to it because we are going to have some really good door prizes and auction items. Let's see if I can't get it pulled up here. Probably won't pull up on my phone. It did it on my email. On my computer today. I should have screenshot it. Let me try another way here. For some reason it won't open in my email on my phone, but it opens up at work email. So I don't know if it's something different. See if I can find it here. I know we're doing a card raffle, a $20 card raffle on a Helix 9. I do know that. And we're doing Andy Fry will be there talking. We're doing a $10 card raffle on locks for fish finders and the trolling motor, all same key. We're doing a Bubba scale with call balls with the Bubba scales. We're doing I think gift certificate. We're doing a Shimano reel. Seems like there was one other thing that we was doing in the card raffle. But then there's also going to be other auctions. I think I know that he said there's an 80 Fortrex trolling motor, 80-pound thrust that will be auctioned off at a live auction. And there's a few other things too. But guys, just come up and if you want a lunch, I don't know. We were supposed to give a heads up that, I might have 3 extra ones that I spoke for our club that people ain't coming, but they might be able to get you there. But it's a good time up at the open meeting. You'll get a lot of good information, and we will it's just a good time that all of us can get together in the winter time and learn more stuff and talk fishing. I really enjoy it. I look forward to it every year. This year is a different venue, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. I'm sure it's going to be even better. So come up and check it out. Like I said, it's 1110 Ohio 229 Ashley, Ohio, and it's the Delaware Gun Club. And doors open at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. It's just one day. We'll be there until probably about 3, 4 o'clock. Then you can come home. A lot of times a bunch of us stop at Cabela's on our way home because it's right, it's sort of convenient. You drive right by Cabela's to get back home. So, okay, guys. Don't forget again, the expo, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Come up and see me. Shake my hand. You shake one hand, and while you're shaking my hand, I will put a fish sticks rod in your hand so you can see what they feel like. Yes, Dean, we got some really good youth speakers for the youth. There's a youth seminars going on at the open meeting. Actually, Alex Redwine that fishes the Elite Series, he's from Ohio. he will be there speaking to the youth kids. And, guys, these guys take time out of their schedule and stuff and come and talk to these kids. And that's really, really cool that these guys take out their time of their schedule and stop in and talk to the kids. And like I said, Alex, he still fishes the Elite Series. He's a local guy here that grew up and fished out of high school and the youth and stuff in the Federation, and then went on and made it in the Elites. So he'll be there. You can see him. He'll be giving youth seminars. But guys, just stop up. It'll be a good time. Well, I've been on here about my limit. I've rambled long enough. Oh, okay, here, he sent it to me. $20 card, Humminbird, Helix 9. $10 card, the Dual Safe electronic lock kit. $10 Bubba scales with call tags. $5 series. Oh, that's that Distress all-in-one flag, or it's like a buoy thing. I've got one in my boat. I love it. Yeah, Dan, I'll see you up there Saturday. And then the auction is Minn Kota Fortrex trolling motor, paid tournament entries for the 2025 season, Shimano reel, Rapala scales with call tags, Bass Pro gift cards, rods, tackle, and more. So stop up, guys, and see what's going on at the OBF open meeting this Saturday. Okay, guys, I've rambled long enough. I will see you guys next week. I really appreciate Dave coming on, spending a little time with me, giving out his evening, because I know he's busy trying to get this show going. And if I don't see you this Saturday, hopefully I'll see you next Friday, Saturday, or Sunday up at the expo. But I definitely will be on next Monday night again. So looking forward to it. I will see you guys then.